So we just came from the old road. Now we're in a burning forest. Story-wise for the game, I saw some reviews. They saying it's a time travel story, which makes sense. It is called Last Epoch. Is the Epoch 1,000 years or 10,000 years? Hey Siri, how long is an epoch?
An epoch in geochronology is a period of time, typically in the order of tens of millions of years.
I'm sorry.
This is from Wikipedia.
Tens of millions of years is an epoch. So don't listen to me. The bodies are burnt beyond recognition. They was fleeing. I just unlocked my other ability, Snap Freeze. Oh yeah, I'm digging this game. Here's bonus points for me in any game that has elemental powers. If the elements affect the enemies, like fire burns, lightning stuns and chains, and then lightning and water will make our interaction, and ice freezes, I'm all on board. That's leaning to another video game I have. You can see Snap Freeze has a cooldown. Hold on, I'm getting dick down.
I cannot do that.
Like I said, I don't have a dodge, so I just gotta kite people. I do have 3 level up points, which I'm gonna do at... Okay. Right now I'm just picking up items. I'm gonna talk to Buddy right after I look at my inventory. I keep hitting left trigger to bring up inventory. So, I got a sword. Let's compare it. No, I am a mage. I'm not putting on the boots. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we could put on this though. And like I said, you can see there my clothes change. So, I don't like playing out too zoomed in because, you know, getting hit off screen by people you can't see. I also grabbed the amulet, add extra health. This is cool. Blessings are things that I know nothing about. But down here, I have a little plus sign, so let's see what that's about. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go... That character? No, that's my passive. I actually don't know what screen I was just in. Skills? Swap action bar skills. So I'm level 3. You can see up here, it tells me where I'm at, the time frame, because this is a time travel story. In my time, I'm on the East Coast. This is my real time. So this is great that I don't have to see how long I've been playing. What time is it? How long is this recording? But yeah, what I'm trying to do is figure out what the hell just like came up that I was trying to exit out of. So let me go here. Maybe this is in order. Skill level it fixes. I don't know. Maybe it's character day. Mage 3. There gotta be something I could put points into, right? I'm not just crazy. That's why I said +3. Passive. 1 unspent point. So the way this works over here is like I said, these are the masteries. These right here are the masteries. Even the masteries have their own passive tree, which I'm sure carries over from the default mage tree. Over here you can see search. If I'm looking for something in particular, like I want to search for lightning or something, I'm not going to do it here, but it will highlight inside of this, you know, on this screen. like, you know what, let's give it a shot. And I'm doing this with the controller too. So lightning. So you can see here, right? Let me use the right analog stick. This game handles very well on a controller. I gotta give it points for that. So you see here the lights going around it? That's because there's lightning in the thing. So infused weapon, lightning damage for lightning melee attacks. Lightning here, and as shock chance at the bottom there. So you don't have to. This is a game that I like, where it's a game you could just play and learn it as you feel comfortable, and it doesn't require watching a YouTube video to understand the basics or to get the lore or looking up different things, guides online or things of that nature to like you know, basically understand the game. I'm inside a Spellblade. I can't do nothing inside a Spellblade because I'm not a Spellblade yet, so I gotta go back to the mage. So as I spend passive points, I get up to I fill up this bar, which unlocks new passives. So right now I'm gonna go, I put a point into Scholar, I get more health per point and mana per point. Or I can increase my elemental damage, or I can increase my intelligence, fire resistance, and lightning resistance. Now, I'm going to go mana. I can still put points into these, I believe. I just don't have points to do it, but as you see, I put in 1 point, so I moved up on this bar. And as this line crosses these, I want to unlock this. And then the line crosses these, I will unlock these. You know, that sort of thing. Still getting used to the controller. The shop is for online mode, which I don't have. Social is for online, which I'm playing offline, of course. Yeah, shop don't even load. So I'm going in here to see if I have any points. I'm trying to figure out, like, how do I know? I have not specialized in this ability, so I can't put points in this tree. I'm hoping it shows me at some points where the points are. But let's go and continue down the road and talk to this guy.
When you arrived, was there a family? It was my mistake. They were cornered, and there were so many. I can handle Osprix. I told them to stay back, to let me handle it, and they left.
It's war. You can't save everyone.
What good are we if we can't? Sorry, I just met you, and it's been a long road. Are you also here for the peace talks?
Are you?
I am. Name's Grail. Since we're both headed the same direction, why don't we go together?
Sounds good to me. As long as you don't steal my experience, I'm chilling. Also, I just want to point out something here.
I wonder, which of us will take down more Osprix? Come, let me watch you fight.
Let's go. So, what I'm talking about now is, at the bottom right there, you see my blue ball for my mana and a red ball for my health. I could have sworn the guy next to the blue ball was the guy in the cutscene, so his woman, wife, lover, whatever, is the girl on the left of the red ball of the initial cutscene when it's like she wanted humanity and he wanted not humanity. Let me take that, man.
Smoke.
Here for gold. I'm going to check my map real quick. I just want to make sure I'm covering you know, I want to check corners, hidden boxes, things like that. It feels really good to have my health regenerate over time. Like as a way that characters are just built, or at least the mage character. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm gonna probably look up and see if there's a way that I can run faster. Probably the next story beat. Unlocked skill specialization. Alright. Here we go. Let's go. I'm sorry. I hit left trigger by accident, and that's an elemental nova. Let's see what that does. Elemental nova. Cast a nova around you that deals fire, ice, cold, and lightning damage. Oh, that's useful. And again, you can see the tags: lightning, cold, fire, spell, area, intelligence. It's pretty much powered up by anything I do as a mage. Snap freeze. Freezes enemy in a cone in front of you. Freeze lasts for 20 seconds. And then there's some extra stuff. So here's the specialization. What am I doing here? So if I choose to specialize, right? Which one should I specialize? Let's specialize lightning. Oh, okay. So I chose to specialize in lightning as my first specialization. So now I can spend a point. Yeah, there's the one. Hold on. There's the one up in the corner. I can spend a point. So I can go here and say deals more damage on the first half, but every time it gets chained as lightning, it deals less damage. Chain band, if I hit one enemy with it, it do plus 20% damage per point I put into this out of 5. But every enemy hit after that first enemy would do less damage. Less 25%, which is cool based on if like, hey, no, I just want to like, when I hit something, I want it to die. Storm Razors improves Lightning Blast base critical strike chance, and Lightning Blast deals more damage multiplicative with other modifiers. Critical strike chance goes up, you know, nothing crazy there. Lightning Blasts have a chance to shock enemies. Shock chance plus 15% per point. So let me go here, right? Oh, and here's a respec thing where I could like reset my skill tree. I also have one unspent point. Didn't see that at first. Let me go here, right? You can see I have the, it tells me, the little question mark here would tell me everything that I do. Augment, level, and skills. I'm not going to read that. You know, you can pause it and read it if you want. What I'm trying to do now, right, is I'm trying to go to the game guide and look up shock. Every game does shock differently. Okay, I had to hit enter. You can't just hit B. Okay, every game does shock differently, right? So I want to see what shock means in this game. Reduces lightning resistance by 5% and increase the chance the target will be stunned by 20%. Shock can stack up to 10 times and last 4 seconds by default. Shock is 60% less effective against bosses and players, resulting in only reducing lightning damage resistance by 2% and only increasing chance to be stunned by 8%. It's good to know. The reason why I want to know that, again, that was the wrong button. The reason why I want to know that is because as I come to do lightning damage increase, I may not want shock. So I'm gonna go for chain. I want lightning to chain. When I cast lightning, I want it to chain to the next enemy. I'm gonna also go this way so that if I'm out of mana, I could cast this without a cause, but it won't chain. So I'm gonna go this way and because I want to be able to rely as a mage. I don't want to be fist fighting, so I need to have a backup plan. But let's check out this new move here. It freezes as well, even though it's doing ice damage. This Nova attack freezes. Oh, I can't tell because Buddy is doing his thing. Okay, it doesn't freeze. I like how in these type of games, like you're a mage who knows 3 types of elements: fire, ice, and lightning. And then other stuff, and it's like, this is the weakest you will ever be, and I am destroying monsters I never met. Hold on. I'm pretty much clearing the map, just making sure I'm clearing out everything. You know, in these type of games, it's always treasure, it's always enemies, it's always extra experience. Experience is always good. Oh, so I have to hold left trigger for that to come out first. You see that lightning chaining through these guys? See that chain? Killed that guy. So even in this little time I've been playing, you can see that I'm getting stronger and stronger without any type of without much, you know, upgrades or anything. Just a couple upgrades and it's already like don't know why that fireball was missing, but
Where'd
sure.
you learn to fight?
Man, you know me. Zephyrus Shadowcloak was hired by King Hunter to be his representation in the world of Last Epoch. Building a storyline, the Hunterverse. Everybody else get a fucking universe. I'm gonna make my own too. Maybe get me a couple mil and cash out. I wonder what's the end game going to be, because obviously right now I'm playing offline mode, of course. So here's you know, this is the campaign. Even if I was playing online mode, there would be the campaign. But like if I want to make a new character or they add new classes, they call season cycles in this game. A time reference, I'm sure. Let's go here and go to game guide. See, this is why I like having something like this. Cycle. So yeah, cycles are Last Epoch seasons, periods of time when new content additions changes the game balance and a reset of competitive leaderboard. It is also a fresh start where everyone making a character at the start of a new cycle will start from scratch. While a cycle is active, you can choose to create a character in a current cycle or in Legacy. All cycle characters will transfer to Legacy at the end of a cycle, and all progress will carry over and will not be deleted. During a cycle, some features may only be available in the cycle environment. An example of that could be a cycle restricted items. If dying with a character that is playing hardcore game mode in a cycle, that character would not become a normal Legacy character, but instead a normal cycle character. So, obviously, cycle is seasons. What they're saying is, while a cycle, aka a season, is active, you can create a character in this cycle or in Legacy. Legacy is always around. Like my character Zephyrus Shadowcloak. I don't even know his name. He will be a Legacy character. And they're saying some features may only be available during a cycle. Like cycle restricted items or probably cycle restricted boosts, like, oh, this is the cycle, aka season of ice or something. So there's this crazy new ice attack that ice mage people could use or something, you know. Or like you get a whole suit of ice armor that's amazing, but it's only for the season.
Quick, before it reaches town.
I like that it has the percentage up top next to the forest soldier. So it's like, hey, how many percentage, I mean, how close are we to killing this guy? And it's like this close. You know, 32% to go. I almost died. I do not have an
I'll see
escape.
you ahead.
I have mana strike. I don't know what that does. I'm gonna click this again. Okay, this is just the passives. So the plus sign is passives. So I'm gonna just put enough points into all that evenly. As a mage, I don't want to go too far into one thing and not have a backup, you know. it's very weird to try to let go both at the same time, one being a stick and one being a freaking you know, button, and they get it to register. So we have, like I said, I want to go this way. So my lightning chains already, but if I go this way, it would do less damage on the second hit, but more damage on the first hit. But if I go this way, I could chain it to allies. Oh, okay. You can see here, as I hover across these little dots, I need 2 points to connect to this. So in essence, I only have 1 point. I would technically need 3. I need 2 points to unlock this, and then 1 point to get this. So, lightning increased cast speed. Yeah, so it's a lot of lightning blast now has a chance to freeze, and its base lightning damage is converted to cold damage. Shock chance from this tree is converted to shield chance. That's neat. That is so cool. So if I wanted to play an ice character, but I already majored in lightning, and I like the way lightning handles, like I could chain lightning, I could just turn it into ice, change the status to ice, and I'll still be able to shoot this and have it chain through enemies, but it would do ice type damage instead of lightning type damage. That is, I can see myself.
Keepers have proven difficult to track, but my observations revealed the truth. Their camps are neither chosen nor abandoned on a whim. There's a pattern to how they scurry. I instructed my soldiers to investigate the abandoned camps. Invariably, they're near shrines devoted to the eldest of gods. Each one was as empty as the last, save for meager signs of the Keeper's presence. They're not guarding the ruins. They're traveling between them, over and over. They must be moving with them. It'll be as simple as burning these vermin to ash. Raya wills it.
So what I was saying, I could see myself spending some time figuring out how do I want. I keep holding left trigger. Like I could see myself spending some time like, how do I want to burn, build this skill and go down that road, down that method for everything. Like, oh, and there's a respec. If I click this, what happens? Okay, cool. So I could choose to remove the points, or I could just undo the skill as a whole. Basically saying, I don't want to focus on lightning as a specialization anymore, get it out of the way, or remove point by point and anything that's above my minimum skill level. Let's say I have, I put a lot of points into stuff, but for some reason, I need to be minimal specialized level 1 to fire the skill. If it's above that, it would just undo everything pretty much in that point systems, as my understanding, brief understanding. Lightning chains have a bigger range. So, yeah, one of the things I'm looking at, or thinking about rather, is... There's a lot to try to cover real quick. You can see Cloud Answer says lightning blasts have a chance to apply a spark charge. If I hold down right analog stick, it tells me what spark charge is. Spark charges are spells that explode after 0.7 seconds, dealing lightning damage in an area around the target. This damage does not scale with modifiers to the hit that applied the charge. Now remember, the difference between this little thing is that if I go down Cloud Answer, right, and I convert this to ice, then I will have a spark charge that technically does ice damage that do the same thing. 1 second. 1 second. Um, 1 second. Once I'm gonna cut this out. La 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 la. So one thing I didn't do was go through and check all of my armor and edit that. You know, I can click this to compare. I like that comparing. As I'm holding down on the left stick, you can see I can compare. This one is the default one I started with, so I will lose the intelligence and health bonus, so I don't want to do that. And then this is a belt that has better forging potential, but the same amount of stats, so. And this is better elemental. Let me go into settings real quick. I just want to go into settings and then go into gameplay. And auto compare items. So basically what I just turned on, I keep hitting left trigger, it's going to take me a minute. Basically what I turned on is that as I hover over an item, it will automatically bring up the comparison screen you see there. Before I had to hit left stick to do it, but you know, now I can just do it automatically. My guy has a shield. This is weaker. This is that item that I can sell for 5 gold, but that makes the game harder. And yeah, so nothing else going on over here. Don't know what idols are. Don't have appearance unlocked. So let's continue on. I reached the town. I got 20 experience and 40 gold. Keeper's camp. None of these people seem to have like an icon I can talk to them. I can't damage stuff in there. Oh! Forgot I got a new skill. That's right, I got a new skill. Skills. Mana Strike. A melee attack that hits all enemies in the area in front of you, returning 15 mana if it hits an enemy. So this is how I get my mana back as I'm casting spells. I can whack people. And of course, like I said before, I can specialize this. I can specialize, you know, even in this skill if I choose to make it a specialization. Now, if you were paying attention, you would notice there's only 5 specializations up here, up to level 50. But I could get at least 9 skills on my base mage. These are like 4 more active skills on the base mage. And then some. Then more active skills based on the you know, the mastery I choose. But I can only specialize in 5. I can't specialize in all of them. So specialization, remember, means I can customize that skill differently. So like I could go into Snap Freeze, but I have not specialized in it, so I can't put points in this tree. So if I wait till I'm level 8, I can specialize in it. That's a thing. But let's
Herots offered protection. More than protection. an alliance. But the truth is, we know little about him or his people. Why should the Council trust him? Prospect 1. He's one of the gods. Etera made him just as she made us keepers and gave him a role by her side. He's the guardian of his people, and he does his job well. Prospect 2. He cares for his people. Like the goddess herself, he extends his heart to all who need support. He forms alliances, wanting to stand united. Meanwhile, Raya wishes to tear this world asunder. Prospect 3. His people are warriors. Hairborean fighters put ours to shame. We fight because it is necessary, while they relish in it. I'll take on being behind their blade any day. Thus, I propose we accept this alliance. It is not in our nature, but we keepers have a sacred duty to uphold. Without Herot's help, our efforts might prove fruitless.
Okay. So, this is Grell, the guy who we walked through the forest. Let's see what he's got to say.
Sounds like their leaders waiting up at the shrine. The keepers have done well. This place isn't too different from home.
Who are the keepers exactly?
A group tied closely with our goddess, Etera. They've been indebted to her, but why, we do not know. Even their names. Well, what do they keep? Do they adhere to another god, or just her? It's these mysteries that interest the Osprix. Whatever secrets the keepers hold, I'm sure Raya wants them. Now, we speak to the Keeper Council. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. I'll see you shortly.
See you soon.
Sounds like keepers have done well. A group, even then. It's these now. Speaking of, I must head there now. Feel free to look around. Sounds the keepers have done well.
So I wanted to see
This place
something
isn't
right
too
here.
different from home.
If I click this X, will it just end the conversation so I don't have to jam A? Great, love it. Bonus points on the game. So I've been playing for about an hour or so. I'm really actually digging the game. I'm liking the combat so far. Let me check my settings real quick. See if there's controls. Not seeing controls. What happens if I move my mouse? So you can see the big map and everything comes on the screen, so it gives me a good idea where I come from. I wonder if I could change like how dark or light the map is. You see it's pretty hard to see the map unless I'm standing in shadows. But you can see I could talk to items, and those other icons probably mean shops. And of course the gold diamond north of me is the objective. If you can see on the map there, my guy is looking south, but there's a circle with the diamond in it, an arrow pointing towards the gold diamond, which is my primary objective. And it's also on the big map, I mean a little map on the top right, the mini map. But I'm loving it. I'm loving the game. I'm liking the game so far. I'm really liking how you specialize into your character and you make it your own. I'm liking the combat. I am really enjoying how smooth it is to control for the controller. When the multiplayer servers are on, I'm sure that'd be fun to play with people as a through the seasons, aka cycles. I'm sure it's going to be interesting to see how the game grows over time. Like I said, it's only $35 to buy. To get started, There's no like service fee. I don't think seasons are gonna have a cost. I think only cosmetics. So as for right now, let me check over in this corner right here. Nothing over here. As of right now, thank you for watching part 1 of you know, Last Epoch with Zephyrus Stormcloak. Helps if I remember my character name. I'm sorry, Zephyrus Shadowcloak. See, I don't even. Thank you for watching episode 1 with Zephyrus Shadowcloak of Last Epoch.